One of the most enduring images of County Donegal and one of the most iconic images is the traditional rural cottage set within the Donegal landscape. All the materials were available locally. The walls are quarried local stone. Timber for the windows and the doors, that was available locally, as was the thatch, be that flax, be that oat straw, be that marram grass in coastal areas. So these buildings are intimately linked to their local landscape, so they really give a sense of place.
My grandfather was born here in the 1840s, and my great-grandfather was here prior to that. Two great-aunts lived here. At that particular time was a clay floor, a wide-open fireplace, and they had to wear big boots and shawls to keep themselves warm. The house was always thatched, and over later years we wouldn't have been able, because of the cost of it, had we not got a grant from the Heritage.
The Heritage Council run an annual grant scheme. The cottage here in Ballindrate has benefited from a thatching grant within the last 2 years. The local thatcher, Ivor Kilpatrick, has thatched the cottage itself. Ivor and his father, Billy Kilpatrick, were thatchers, and that tradition has been handed on to the next generation now. The skills involved in the conservation of these traditional buildings is something that's under threat. If the skills aren't there, these buildings won't survive either. We've published a book entitled The Traditional Cottages of County Donegal, which has just been released. The book was part funded by the Heritage Council with the support from the National Lottery. The purpose of the book was really to raise awareness and appreciation of the traditional vernacular architecture here that we have in County Donegal. And myself and my co-author, Greg Stevenson, really tried to demonstrate the variety of traditional buildings that you have here in County Donegal, and also the regional variations that you find within them. It advocates the conservation of these buildings because they are very important to our sense of place and also to our cultural landscape. And it's very important that they're preserved for future generations.